What up world, it's me Brizzy, and with all this time at home, what better time to tackle my cosplay closet? This poor baby has been accumulating items for a good 6 years without any sort of day of tidying up and decluttering and organizing things, and it's gotten to a bad point. It's gotten to a pretty embarrassingly bad point. So today's the day. We're going into my secret cosplay closet that I've never shown the world, and we're gonna take everything out, get rid of the stuff that doesn't spark joy, and organize everything back into a nice, neat little place. And maybe we'll show you some cosplays along the way, who knows? Da-na-na. No! Oh boy. Okay, first things first, gotta take everything out, ruin my living room, and organize everything into categories. Let's go. God, how do I even start? Okay, we start with this. We start with this one dress. We're gonna throw it on the couch. I'm gonna grab everything that looks like a clothing item, and I'm gonna throw it on the couch. Come on, these are like all princess dresses that I've only worn once. Oh my god! I'm sorry. My bed frame just fell. Why is it not under my bed? I don't know. I'm weak. I keep Remus's dog food in here. I should probably figure out that situation. These are all kind of more recent cosplays that I've used for like Ren Fair and stuff. And they're like organized into bags, like this is a character and this is a character. But like, I gotta figure out something better than this, hanging them on an exercise bike. Perhaps you already surmised this, but no, this exercise bike does not get much use with cosplays draped all over it. No, disaster. It's just one of those things that like you find in your garage because one of your neighbors is getting rid of it, and you bring it in and you wipe it off all clean because now you have a free exercise bike, because why wouldn't I take that? Look at all this stray dog food just on the floor from me spilling just over the past year or two. This is disgusting.
I guess this is as good a time as any to tell you that my super cute embroidered social distancing shirt is by Embroidery and Stuff on Instagram. She's selling these super cute custom embroidered shirts and donating the proceeds to the World Health Organization's Response Fund and the Global Giving Relief Fund. So go check her out and stay home, friends.
This is empty. This box is just empty. Is this empty? This is empty too! I could have been using these to organize! What wasted space! What even is this? Literally nothing! Do you see how big this box is? This giant box was standing in the back of the closet with nothing in it! What's wrong with me?
Clearing out this closet for the first time, I realized that a whole bunch of stuff in this closet is just junk. Literally junk, like cardboard boxes. Trash with no purpose. Stuff that I just thought, hey, maybe I'll need this, or I didn't even think about it and was too lazy to take care of it, so I just threw it in the closet like 5 years ago. And a handful of like crafty art stuff or hardware stuff that don't belong in here.
There was a moment when I thought I might do a dark ray thing. Turn these into a folding lightsaber situation, dark ray. Didn't happen.
There are a lot of bits and bobs and pieces of cosplay in here that even if you were to follow my Instagram religiously, you wouldn't recognize, because there are a lot of cosplays over the years that I have planned to do and started putting together, and just either never finished or never found the right time to wear it, or I stopped being as interested in the character as I used to be or something, and for one reason or another, I just didn't end up doing it. And it's really hard to get rid of this stuff because you just want to hold on to it, to be like, I put so much effort and money and time into this that I want to do it eventually. You don't want to admit that you failed, but sometimes you just gotta move on.
This right here, I'm pretty sure is just expired emergency bottled water. I'm just gonna leave it there as like an emergency stock. It's so heavy, there's no use taking it down. I'm just gonna leave it right here for emergencies. Everything else though is coming down. I don't even know what this stuff is. Alright, she's all empty. Now just to clean up all of this dust and dog food. Ew, ew, ew. Alright, let's look at my piles and piles of stuff. Here is the miscellaneous category. Stuff that has nothing to do with cosplay or costumes. Just stuff that apparently I wanted to keep, but don't need to access very often, so I put it in the closet that I barely use. Now for wigs, we have this box, and this chair of creepy heads. And finally, we have the coffee table of props and accessories, and the couch of cosplay. I feel like it makes sense to start with the miscellaneous stuff first, right? See where the heck all this ends up. I'm going to sort everything into one of 3 piles: keep, give away or donate, and trash. I think that's pretty standard. We're gonna go with a semi-KonMari method here. If I'm ever in doubt whether or not to keep something, I'm just gonna ask myself, does it spark joy? And then we'll have our answer. This YouTube skateboard deck was a gift from VidCon one year. It makes me feel honored to be a YouTuber and to have been a featured creator at VidCon so many years and all, but does it spark joy? Not really. But do I have any other form of skateboard? No. And this could be used as like a dolly or something in filming. You never know. There are a lot of uses. I'm not very good at this. Mr. Clean, do you spark joy? Being clean sparks joy, so we're keeping you. You're just gonna go in the clean closet. This is my zombie apocalypse preparation bag, aka my emergency bug out bag with like first aid and a bunch of camping gear and stuff basically. It's really come in handy, you know, in recent times. It's got stuff like face masks. Who knew? If you're curious about every single thing that's in this bag, a few years ago I did a little what's in my zombie bag thing. So you can watch it if you're interested in that, but that's a very old video. Anywho, emergency bag obviously stays. What even are you? This is a tent? I own a tent? I had no idea that I own a tent. That's so exciting. Should I sleep in a tent tonight? This definitely sparks joy, and I'm keeping it. I don't know what this stick is for. A mop, I presume. I totally bought this to be the stick of a mallet for a Harley Quinn cosplay. That never happened. Below average neck pillow. It's below average.
Most of the stuff in this miscellaneous pile ended up either going to the recycling bin or into my giveaway pile, or some of it went into the more like tools, technology, practical section of the house, or into another closet that I have that I really don't use that is more for holding on to stuff that is sentimental and I know I want to hold on to it, but I have no use for it right now, so it's just gonna stay there for safekeeping. But I really want this cosplay closet to have utility and to be useful and for me to not dread going into it every time.
What do you do when you get Legos? Cause I built the BB-8 and he's on my shelf, and then I keep the box and the instructions in the box cause what if I need it? And this I haven't even built yet. The Batman movie Batmobile. Good to know I always have a emergency Lego set will probably come in handy during quarantine.
You know, I say this and I kind of like the romanticized idea of being stuck indoors for months on end and just resorting to doing puzzles or building Legos or reading, something separate from technology and just a fun, silly hobby that is just purely to pass time. But I have not found myself doing any of these things so far. If I'm not just moping with my own lack of motivation, I am either working on videos, streaming on Twitch, or, and this is a big chunk of it, playing Animal Crossing.
And this stinking bed frame, I mean, I've gotta keep it, right? Yeah. There are so many things here that are just empty boxes for purchases of like important things that I don't know, I felt like I needed the boxes to put them in later. Like this shock mount for a microphone or an inflatable mattress. Why do I need the boxes to these things? I'm so dumb. Now it's prop time, baby! These are not cosplay props. This is just a pumpkin carving set that is completely unopened. Wow, I was really ready to carve some pumpkins and it just never happened. It's okay, it's gonna happen this year. Someone just tweet me in October and remind me that I have these, thanks.
There are so many little knick-knacky accessories in this category, from just little projects that never ended up happening. I guess that's a theme for me. And also the drawer that all these props came out of was kind of treated as a junk drawer for a year or two, so it's a real, you never know what you're gonna get.
These could come in handy for poison ivy. Am I ever gonna do poison ivy? I don't even have red hair anymore. Ooh, these are the struggles I'm gonna go through repeatedly when I come upon cosplay stuff for red-headed characters. I don't know if I should keep it or not because I don't know if I'm ever gonna do it again. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. If I ever really need it, I can get more green gloves. Why is everyone stressing over this thing? I mean, it's just plastic. I mean, it's really just not breaking. I should really stop piling on the accessories. This is gonna get ridiculous real quick. 10 points to whoever can guess what future cosplay this is for. Okay, wig time. I'm nervous about this. I've invested a lot of money into a lot of these and I don't love the idea of getting rid of them. So I'm gonna try to tell myself that at least the Party City level wigs, we're gonna try to part with all of them. Party City level or lower, it's gone, okay? That's the new rule. We only go with high quality wigs here. So let's get started. Boom, glamour wig, Party City, bye-bye. But by the way, I'm not just throwing these out. I'm first gonna offer them to all my friends who love free stuff. Ooh, here we have this like short flapper wig. Okay, this comes in handy on numerous occasions. Doesn't look like she has a bag. So we're gonna make a bag and we're gonna label it. We're getting organized. Short flapper. And we're gonna try to sort them into this cute little drawer thing. I'll be real impressed and real stoked if I can get all of my wigs into this. How should we oh, it's fine. How should we organize it? We got 3 drawers. I'm thinking like dark natural colors, light natural colors, and like colorful crazy stuff. How about that? So dark, boom. There's gonna be a lot of just empty bags here and they need to go. And let's see what happens if we just attempt to do short wigs on the left and long wigs on the right. I don't know how long that'll last, but we could try. This is like essentially my hair right now. Like, it's kind of embarrassing.
I probably ended up keeping a lot more wigs than I should have. There's probably still a bunch of wigs in my collection that I will never use. But if they were even a little bit nice, or especially if they were lace fronts, I'm like, this is so nice. I can't part with it. Who knows? I might need it. But one day I'll probably do this again, and then we'll say goodbye.
Hi, baby. Hi, buddy. How you doing? You wanna help me organize? You gonna help me tidy up, baby? Yeah. Oh, thank you for the moral support. I appreciate it.
Remus, at least, has been a loving quarantine. He's been loving all the cuddles and all the quality time, and also the short walks. He's the weirdest dog in that he hates going on walks. He loves being inside, he always races to come back in, and if you pick up the leash, he's gonna go hide in his crate, because he doesn't want to go outside. He just wants to be inside forever. So really, this is his ideal situation.
This is just a really bad Party City beard and long, but like, this is so funny, okay? I could use this for a crappy D&D wizard like Dumbledore. This might come in handy more than any of the other Party City things. So I'm keeping it, okay? This is the Party City that gets to stay.
I hope that watching this video can inspire you to do something productive like this, like some deep cleaning or organizing while you're stuck inside, but I don't want it to pressure you to do so. I think people have been putting a lot of pressure on themselves to be as productive as possible with all of this, quote, free time, and it's not helpful, and this includes myself. I've definitely been lacking a lot of motivation lately, been slacking on productivity, and as a result feeling really guilty about it. I mean, there's a reason the past couple videos have not been uploaded on Saturday as they usually are. If you can find the inspiration to get productive during this time, that's awesome. That's great. But if not, that's totally fine. Your only responsibility during this time is to stay inside and get through it. And I am so proud of you for just doing that.
Okay, that was the last from the big box, but we've still got these! Last section of wigs are these heads. So hopefully not a lot of wigs actually in here, it's mostly just heads. But Harley, I'm gonna keep on a head on this little platform because I think I might want to use her soon. So I want to keep her handy and I want to keep her nice and styled. So she's gonna stay out like this. I have too many wig heads and I don't know why. And this Effie wig that I used for my Effie Trinket makeup tutorial many years ago. You know, I styled it and I'm very proud of it. It screams Effie in that way that I wanted it to, but I'm never gonna be Effie again. And no one is gonna want this monstrosity, so. I mean, I'll offer it to my friends, but it's probably going in the trash. Okay, we're done with the wigs. It is 1:30 a.m., so I'm gonna go to bed, but I have a big box of wigs that I'm gonna donate to friends, and then all of my wigs are in this little drawers. They used to be all in that big black chest of drawers, but now, oh, it feels so good. They're so organized, they're so small and compact. I don't know if this is bad for them, but I'm sure it's fine, and I'm so stoked that they're all labeled and I never have to open one up again without knowing exactly which one it is. We've got the dark colors, the lighter colors, and the crazy colors, and wow, it's exciting. This is so satisfying. I am stoked. I am stoked. Tomorrow, we tackle the costumes themselves. Good night. And good morning. It's time to tackle the couch of cosplay. I've got a few baskets here that I'm gonna try to kind of roughly sort them into piles and then transfer to the dresser and the closet. I'm gonna try to fit as many of them as I can into the drawers and hang a small minimum of them just to save on space. I'm gonna try to convince myself to get rid of the cosplays that I know I'm never gonna do again. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, am I ever gonna be Aurora again? No, don't think so. She's going in the giveaway box. Maybe I could sort these things into like a shoebox instead of a bag that's kind of hard to store neatly. This fits so perfectly into a shoebox. Haha! And we're gonna label it. Okay, I'm very proud of my Black Swan cosplay that I made, but I haven't worn it since 2010 and I'm not gonna wear it again, so giveaway! When I had red hair, I fully intended to be Batgirl. And it just never happened.
Yeah, this whole section somehow is out of focus, so sorry about that, but don't worry, it'll be over soon.
I was looking for this! Oh my god. A buffet. Now to put everything that I'm keeping back inside. First I'm gonna throw up a couple of command hooks to hang up a few bits and bobs that might be awkward to stuff into a drawer.
I tried not to hang up anything that was too valuable or too fragile because these hooks are almost guaranteed to fall at some point.
Cute!
Or an earthquake is gonna knock everything down, so only the cheap lightsaber and lightweight, durable things are going on the walls.
That's pretty sick! Time for the wigs to make their comeback. Yes! Oh wow, this is satisfying. All of my wigs are right here and they're so organized. And I have all this room for costumes. Oh, this is amazing. And these guys can live, well, will you even fit there? Okay, Harley fits. You don't. Okay, I guess you're gonna live down here. And all the wig caps and accessories and brushes are in here. Finally, who knew I had like 50 wig caps? I could never find them, but now they're all in one place. And they live right there. Ah! Okay, we're gonna start with all this Ren Fair-ish stuff. We'll go in the top drawer because D&D and Ren Fair are my life. And I feel like these could all come in handy at any time. You never know. Wow. All right. Next, I'm gonna go for the superhero type stuff. Let's see what we can fit in drawer number 2. You're not fitting very well in the drawer, so I think you're gonna go on this head. Yeah, you look pretty cool in that. And then do we stack you? No, not a good idea. We'll find another home for you.
Miraculously, I realized I could fit so much more in this drawer than just comic characters, so I ended up adding a bunch of princessy characters too.
Alright, what's next? I think I'm just gonna put these boxes of accessories up on the top. I know it's kind of crazy out of reach, but if I can manage to keep this floor clear, it's really not difficult to reach up and grab something. These things could all probably fit in drawers. So this will just be like props. Aw, you are just too big. Just barely too big. If we take this apart, is it gonna be too long for the drawer? It just fits. It just barely fits. I can even put the roller skates in here, I think. Okay, and the bottommost drawer is just gonna be some miscellaneous, like Robin from Stranger Things, Ash Ketchum, some feather pieces. What else we got?
With the wigs out of the way, I had so much unexpected room in these drawers that I ended up putting almost all of my big hanging costumes in there too.
Hanging up, I will keep Jester. There is so much space in here now that this whole closet can just be my at-home gym. I can ride the whole bike in here. This is amazing. This is the first time I've used this thing in like a year. But that would be silly. So we're just gonna fold you up and put you back in here. And let's just hide you with Jester. There, now you never know. You never know. The bug out bag, you should live right here. That's perfect. That's it. I'm done. What? I'm done. There's so much space in here. There is so much rack space, so much shelf space, so much floor space, and even some of the drawers have extra room for stuff. There is so much room in this drawer. I know exactly where everything is. I've gotten rid of the stuff that I'm never gonna use again. It's so beautiful. I was not expecting it to turn out this well, to be honest. I think the real game changer for me was just Ziploc bags. Sealing them as airtight as I could really compressed 90% of my collection of stuff into a much smaller space, and everything is now flat in here. And I have all this room to throw stuff on and messy up later. I am proud of myself. I don't know if this is the most aesthetically pleasing closet, but I feel like it is quite the transformation, and I am proud. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this inspires you to go do something productive in your house, tidy up, clean up, deep clean, spring cleaning, all that fun stuff. And if you really enjoyed this kind of content, I normally don't do this on this channel, but if you really liked it, give it a thumbs up, because if I can tell that a lot of people like it, I could do this for my office, which is a whole other beast, and possibly for my actual closet. Anywho, that's about it. Fun announcement time. The new episode of Digital Sky, the podcast that I narrate, is out. It's called Dog Pods. I've talked about Digital Sky before. It's kind of a Black Mirror, Twilight Zone kind of anthology series podcast. So you just listen to these little like radio plays about these futuristic weird things happening with our obsession with social media. And Dog Pods is about finding the technology to talk to our dogs. And Digital Sky is now on YouTube, so you can go listen to it right there, right here on this website. Isn't that amazing? And of course, you can also subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that jazz. All the info's in the description down below. But yeah, thank you for watching my little cosplay closet transformation. Thank you for cleaning with me. And I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye!